Sweet of you to stop by to express your sympathy, both of you. I know it comes from the heart.
Alexandra, of course, I didn't know Lujack for very long, but we did grow close during that tanker ordeal, and he was an incredibly brave young man. You really should have been very proud of him.
I always was.
Kyle was telling me that Lujack was very determined during the rescue mission.
Yes, I'm afraid I feel partly responsible for what happened to him.
Partly?
I feel that I owe him quite a bit.
Oh, I'm certain of it.
Alexandra, what happened to Lujack was tragic, but I don't think anybody can be held responsible.
How convenient for you. Well, you must be quite pleased with the outcome of the trial.
Yes, of course we are.
Yeah, I was a goner there until Kyle stood up for me. I owe my brother a lot.
I should say so. You got off the murder charges scot-free, thanks to Kyle. I take it that means your feud is behind you now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've decided to let bygones be bygones and just concentrate on the future.
In fact, from now on, we're going to work together. Samson Industries is going to be Samson Lewis, and we're already talking about expanding.
I'll tell you, after getting so sidetracked, it's going to feel good to get down to business.
Well, that's wonderful news. Thank you, Lois. I love happy endings. It's a pity that your happy ending was at the expense of my son's life.
If I could turn back the clock and reverse what happened to Lujack, I certainly would.
Would you? It seems to me you got exactly what you wanted out of the episode. Brandon was so young, so full of life. Was right on the brink of realizing all the things he had dreamed of. He was in love with a girl that he wanted to marry. He could have done anything, been anything, if only he hadn't gotten involved in the music business.
But, Alexander, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted a career in the music business, and he certainly was talented.
Yes, he was talented. How good of you to recognize that. And how fortunate for you that you could cash in on that talent with Delilah Records.
That's not the way it was. We offered him an opportunity, a chance to fulfill
you gave him a chance, all right. You gave him the chance to die. Brandon's preoccupation with this music career.
But by then it was too late. He was bound and determined to make a career for himself as a musician.
You didn't even attempt to help me. I knew this would lead to disaster.
But, Alexandra, surely you can't blame Kyle.
I blame you both. I think you acted irresponsibly and selfishly, and that your actions cost Brandon his life.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Alex.
So don't think you can just waltz in here with your tea and sympathy routine and expect me to be grateful to you, because I know what this is all about. You don't want any trouble from the grieving mother.
That's not true. We came here because we were concerned about you.
Oh, please, Kyle, spare me. You know as well as I do that Brandon is dead right now because you, the sage, judicious adult, allowed that boy to get caught up in your power games with Infinity and your beloved brother.
That's not true.
Are you happy? Don't you feel a bit like the victors surveying the spoils?
Alexandra, it's...
I think it's time you found out what losing feels like.
Alexander, we made a mistake in coming here today. We've obviously upset you.
Yeah, maybe when you've had a chance to think this over a little bit.
Oh, Billy, I've thought it over. A lot. I know exactly what I'm saying. In the name of power, you took the most precious thing in my life away from me, my son. And now, you may consider yourselves forewarned, because I am challenging you to a power game, the likes of which you've never seen before.
I don't want to play, and I'm sure that you won't either once you've had a time to think this over.
I'm afraid you don't have any choice, Mr. Sampson. You and yours are going to pay for my son's death. You will pay dearly.
Just to leave here on bad terms with you.
I can imagine.
We don't want to be enemies. We came here to be friends.